So when the ice storm happens, don't worry about it too much. Make yourself an icicle cocktail. Oh yeah, that'll warm your spirits. That's good. I don't want to make fun of problems that people have because of ice storms. Ice storms can cause a lot of damage. But you know the saying, if life gives you lemons, make lemonade? Well, I say, if life gives you an ice storm, put some of those icicles in your lemonade. Oh, can you hear that? Yeah, that's good. I'm not a fan of getting icicles from a roof that's covered with snow. The roof can have a lot of debris on it. Icicles that come from rooftop snow are melted snow that's trickled and flowed all down the surface of the roof, right on that dirty roof. My favorite place around home is to get them off of small tree branches. But there are a couple things to look out for. I don't want to damage any buds on the tree branches. That ice is in every nook and cranny around the tree buds. If I just casually knock the ice off, I can open wounds around the buds where disease can get in. No, see, that hurts that. Don't do that. That ice can also be important for protecting delicate buds from getting dried out. When a cold front goes through after a storm and the air turns super cold and dry, those buds can get desiccated and killed if they're exposed, but the ice will protect them down to really cold temperatures. So I like to get my icicles off the part of the tree branches where there are not any buds. The easiest trees for me to get my icicles are from my fruit trees. I don't use winter fungicides, so I don't have to be concerned about any contamination from that. In looking close at the ice and the tree branches, you may notice lichens on the older branches. But with these icicles, I can tell they formed after the branch was already covered with ice. How can I tell? Well, take a look at those air bubbles in the icicles. That happens when you have freezing rain that drips down existing ice. So that branch was already covered with ice, more freezing rain came down, flowed down the branch of a little icicle, and then each drop that kept going down on the icicle froze at the tip, and it froze so fast that the air in the water couldn't get out. Next time you get an ice storm, take a look at your icicles and see if you can see any trapped air in the icicles. With conifer trees, I think it's too difficult to get the ice off without damaging needles or entire branches, and I think it's too hard to get clean ice without a lot of debris in it. I'm okay with getting ice off plants in my garden, like on the big leaves of this Portuguese kale, or even weeds like wild field mustard. But I don't take the ice off of plants that I don't know what they are, or from plants that I would not eat, in case I get any vegetation mixed in with that ice. Here's a tip for getting good ice off of green leaves. I wait until the ice is just starting to melt. Then it will slip off nice and clean without damaging the leaves like on this rose. I think it's fun to save some icicles or even delicate ice for later. The key is to take the icicles or the delicate ice and put them on a tray in the freezer and let them freeze good and solid and hard. Then put them in a plastic bag and a hard-sided container so they don't get busted up while you're moving things around in the freezer. Don't just bury these things down in your freezer. Make sure to use them and enjoy them. I was going to put the icicles in my glass. The sound of this delicate ice in a glass is really nice. Just listen. Oh, can you hear that? Yeah, that's good. But here's my favorite way to enjoy ice storm icicles, and that's just to have an icicle cocktail right outdoors. I just take a glass outside and go get the ice. Listen to how satisfying that is. Look at that. We even have some spearmint that's all frozen. I'm just gonna break that off, right? Boom. We're gonna use that in our drink, ice and all. This cocktail's my homemade black locust gin that I make every year from black locust flowers. I have a video on that. I add some club soda and swizzle that up with a stick. That's good. That's good. All right, there's chainsaws going. A lot to clean up. But remember, the next time there's an ice storm, have an icicle cocktail. Here's to you. Here's to winter. Thanks for stopping by.